What's up, guys? A quick video for those of you who asked in regards to hamstring stretching exercises and a couple of stretches for your lower back as well. I'm just going to turn the camera around, pause it, and then we'll get going. Alright guys, you are quickly going to need a bench from the gym. If you go to the gym, that's great. If you have one at home, that's fantastic. You might be able to use, like a kitchen chair or something similar, but I've found a lot more success using one of these benches because you can adjust the height depending on how flexible you are. So what you're going to do, you're going to stand really tall next to the bench. You're going to take the leg that's closest to the bench and put it up just like so. Here you can see that my knee is right behind the very top of the bench, but I'm not hanging and sort of supporting myself on this here. So it's not a hook, there's space here between the back of my knee and the top of the bench. I'm going to stand as tall as I can with the top of my head coming to the ceiling, and I'm going to squeeze my bum on my support leg that's on the ground. I'm going to hold on to the bench and stay nice and tall. I'm going to point my toes away from me like a ballerina foot with my beautiful red shoes. From here, I'm going to straighten my leg out as far as I can and come back. I'm going to do that 5 times. Very simple. Once I've done this 5 times, I'm going to do the same movement, but I'm going to do it with my heel pointed away from me and my toes pointed towards me. So I'm going to keep my hooks active, just like Jitsu, and kick, and kick, and kick 5 times. Then I'm going to step over. Now you'll see it from the other side. Nice and tall stem leg, top of my head to the ceiling. 5 times with my toes pointed away. Nice and simple. Really focusing on getting a good squeeze of my quads at the top. And then 5 times with my toes pointed towards me. Very simple. So now we're doing one leg at a time. Another great exercise is a seated hamstring stretch, which is why I really like having this here. I can just adjust the bench up and down. From here, have one leg on the ground. You can have your toes pointed towards you, which will give you a bit more of a calf stretch as well. So if you feel like that's sort of putting almost a bit of a block for you to be able to lean forwards, just point your toes away, have a slight bend in your knees, in your knee rather. From here, you can get your hands underneath like so, or you can hold your calf. It's entirely up to yourself. I prefer holding the side of my ankle. From here, I'm just going to lean forwards as far as I can until I feel a good stretch. And I want to hold this stretch here for a reasonable amount of time. Try holding for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and every 30 seconds, allow yourself to sink a bit deeper. And then you're going to swap sides and do the same. Slight bend in your knee, hold around your ankle or your shin, chest up, lean forwards, hold for 90 odd seconds, maybe 120 seconds. Every 30 seconds, you go a bit deeper. Another exercise that's fantastic for you, again, you can do this on a bench, it's a seated hip stretch. So I'm going to take one leg and cross it over so my ankle is on top of my knee. From here, I'm going to bring my foot, so there's a straight line. My foot is right underneath my knee. It's not in front of me, so it's not behind. Straight line, straight line. I don't really want to push my knee down here too much. It can cause a bit of ouchie in your knee. So if you're not very flexible, be careful of pushing your knee out to the side. Rather, point the sole of your foot up, like so. You can also hook on the outside with your hand. From here, I'm going to lean forwards and hold this position. You're going to feel a nice good stretch exactly where you need it on the outside of your hip. And again, you want to hold that for 90 to 120 seconds, with every 30 seconds going a bit deeper into the stretch. So again, straight line between your knee and the foot on the ground. Here, straight line in your shin, pointing the sole of your foot up, using the muscles in your foot, and you can reinforce that by grabbing as well. Lean forwards, and hold for 90 to 120 seconds. With every 30 seconds you go a bit deeper. Final stretch for you is a simple forward fold. From here, toes are pointed straight ahead, slight bend in your knees. You're going to cross your elbows over, you're going to hinge over and just let yourself hang in this position. Every 30 odd seconds, squeeze your abs to bring your chest closer to your thighs and your knees. As you get more flexible, you can start grabbing on the back of your ankles, pulling yourself down even further. 4 very simple exercises: a standing dynamic hamstring flexibility exercise using the bench. That's when we were up here, we were kicking. Then we have a static seated hamstring stretch where we have one leg in front with a slight bend in our knee, leaning forwards. Then we had a seated hip stretch, again a static flexibility exercise, and then we had the forward fold exercise as well. 4 simple exercises you can do with pretty much no equipment. I use the bench. You can use a kitchen chair or something similar if you want to. It is fantastic before rolling, after rolling, general stretching throughout the day or the week, or if you just want to have a bit of relief through your lower back and your hamstrings, this is beautiful.